Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing Uncharted 2 Remastered on Brutal difficulty. This is my guide and walkthrough. We're currently on Chapter 14 of 26. It is entitled Tunnel Vision. So pick up the Magnum at first. We are going to yank the heavy off. The problem about this chapter that I really don't like is that the guns can fall off. See how his shotgun fell off the train? It's realistic, but it's just aggravating a lot of the time. Sometimes, like, you switch to one of your weapons and it falls off the train, or you fall off the train, so it's just frustrating. But the sole thing to take from that first section is to take out those two guys before they're aggroed with the Magnum. Just be really quick about it, efficiently kill them. And now... The thing that I don't like about this chapter that I mentioned before on chapter 13 is that so many different things can happen on this chapter, so it's very difficult for me to tell you one thing when on your game something might happen differently, because the thing about this chapter is it depends on whom you kill with that sniper rifle. There's like 3 guys at first, 2 or 3, and it also see how one guy's walking over to me right now. Well, you could have 2 guys walking over to you if one of the other guys, it's usually the guy in the rear, if he decides to drop back into the other car, and I don't know what the term for that would be, but just kind of just fall back. And what I did find is that speaking of falling back, is if you fall back over here, then this guy will have no real chance but to see how he's looking for me. He doesn't know where I am. I've also just kind of given up on trying to yank him off, because if enemies are alerted to you, you can't yank them off because they won't fall for the trap. They won't fall for the bait. There's a sharp edit right there. Anytime you see a sharp edit in this video, it's not different footage. It's just me being extremely selective about what I want to take, and being ultra just keeping going back and forth, trying to decide what I want, and taking way too much time in the video to decide that. Now, we don't have a checkpoint yet. That's the kind of a frustrating thing. So I'm doing my weapon switching. Sometimes the weapon switching can take me up to like 45 seconds. I'm so indecisive about what I want to do. This took me about 3 hours to get to the first checkpoint. Not because it wasn't something that I could just bulldoze through. Anybody can do that. The thing is, it's like a chess game. You have to think, like, what do I want when I get to the checkpoint? Do I want to be checked? Do I want to be trapped into a checkpoint with shit that I don't want? But now the thing is, you don't get a checkpoint until you kill these 2 guys. But you're going to notice that when you die over here, you're going to have to kill these 2 guys every time. So you have to kill them an initial time to get the checkpoint, and then every time that you do get the checkpoint, you're going to have to kill them again. So at least we have a checkpoint. But the thing is, any guy with an M4 is very deadly. So what I would do is I would just wait until he kills himself like that. But the problem is now that this train car, these guys are alerted most likely, and these guys are more. They're much smarter about not allowing themselves to get killed. So you can be hanging off the edge of that train for 5 minutes waiting for them to kill, and they'll keep sidestepping the hazard up there that would kill them. So what do? You can throw a grenade. I ended up defeating the boss with just 1 grenade. So all of my cautions that I said about don't use too many grenades, try to get there with 4 grenades, it ended up not being that necessary. So I didn't realize that you had to parry him twice. I think that was my mistake on crushing difficulty. So, you see that pistol? That's not an actual gun. It's a, where is that? I just looked that word up. It has something to do with, I know this is totally, pistol. It's an old gold II escudo piece of Spain. Any of several gold coins of Europe of approximately the same value. So it has to do with the II escudo piece. That's why they give you 2 rounds with it. Totally, it's not irrelevant, but I thought it was some. And what's an escudo? I don't know. It says it's a gold or silver coin or something like that. But I thought it was an actual gun, but it just happens to be some sort of a reference to the number 2 that they utilize. Now, this part over here, yes, you can get killed instantly. Don't worry about it though. I mean, I got it. You know, at 1 out of 5 times. It wasn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. The thing about it is you've got to be smart about what you bring, because what you want to do, and I'm sorry that I didn't mention this and instead was looking up that word on my dictionary. The thing to do is you want to come here with about 10 rounds of the Dragon Sniper Rifle. It's very important that you bring the Sniper Rifle throughout this encounter. This encounter really benefits from you having a Sniper Rifle. Now, this guy kind of surprised me. He was up on top of the train and he jumped in. He just up and surprised me. But you've got one more car to take care of over here, and these guys are really far away. So the first hazards are a couple of guys that will kind of charge you a little bit. You just want to take care of them very quickly using blind fire. And there's one guy at the top through the glass window that you can see. He's definitely somebody you need to watch out for. The heavy's a problem because he will not come down here and let us you know, shoot him at close range with the pistol or something like that. So what you really need to do here is you want the Dragon Sniper Rifle. It's very handy because I think you may have seen me one-shot the heavy that we just took care of. So this ended up being, and I knew this would be what happened. I was way too cautious throughout this entire chapter because I just remember having such a hard time dealing with the boss of this chapter. But I put him down with no problem. It's just one of those situations of you struggle with something so much before, and then when you do it now, and then it just turns into something easy. And that's one of the things about brutal difficulty. It's going to kick your ass for a very long time. I just recently saw like a random Watch Mojo video where they're saying like the hardest trophies, and they didn't even bring up this game. And a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, no, why didn't you bring up this game as one of the harder trophies of most games to get? And I think it is, you know, like Vanquish. I know there's not a trophy for it, but like that's a hard game to beat, and this is damn hard too. So once you cleared out this section, now what if you don't have a sniper rifle? How do you deal with that section? Well, if you have enough M4 rounds, you can zoom in and you can take care of that situation. You know, you don't have to have the Dragon Sniper. It's just more helpful. So now we're going to be doing this section up here. Now this is the boss. He keeps ordering people to do things. Here's an ultra heavy. He keeps ordering things to do. He keeps ordering people to do things. He keeps falling back and retreating, and you eventually fight him at the end of the chapter. And on this, all you need to do is just shoot the clasps that the logs are being held with, and he'll fall down in a very comical scene. Here he is. He keeps falling back. Okay, now he's ordering for the chopper to try to kill you. And I'm not sure if you get a checkpoint quite yet. I know you get one on the turret, and you get one after the turret, which is very appreciated. But you notice that we've got 4 grenades. That shows you how unwilling I was to throw any of them. You know, they could have came in really handy on many a place, but they just that boss just haunted me, I guess. So now just hop into the turret, and this is actually quite fair. So you cannot zoom in with the left trigger. You just need to fire at it as fast as you can, shooting the rockets. It's a very, not only is it fair, but the spread of this weapon, it's like a shotgun blast with these rockets. You don't have to be particularly accurate. Obviously, the more of those rockets that you don't shoot that hit you, the more chance that you'll have of dying. How many times did I die in this? 0. It's fair, you know. But on that running section where they start after the cutscene, where they show all the soldiers moving in and the heavy cocking a shotgun, getting to the cover, I know that can be a lot of of a hassle for people, and just it's hard to tell someone not to give up if you don't want to do it. No one's got a gun to your head. But I realize that a lot of people, I'm not like most people. I think that's why I don't have many subscribers, and I know it's a lot of other factors too. But I'm just a single player gamer. I don't care about multiplayer. I don't care about getting trophies that much. I just don't care. So I'm telling you, do whatever you want to do to have fun. Like, I could have really used a grenade over here. This heavy would have gone down so easily with a grenade. But as you can see, if you don't have I also thought to myself, why should I come to the boss with 4 grenades? What if the person watching this has 0 grenades? What the hell is he supposed to do? I mean, there's one on the boss, but that was another of my considerations. Like, I can't just throw 4 grenades at this boss and have him get put down so quickly when somebody watching this might come there with 0. What are they supposed to do? How can they best be served? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the best product for everybody. I want the person to do this to have the easiest time through this hard game. So you've got an M4 at first. Just keep blind firing at him. Throw a grenade at him. Loosen him up. It staggers him. It allows you to aim in a little bit. It even knocks him over sometimes. Now, when he throws a grenade, you got to charge him. Charge him up here. Grab the other grenade. And just keep blind firing him. And then I decided to just have a melee fest with him. His helmet fell off. He's halfway dead. And now, sometimes this feels a little broken to me. Like, sometimes it just doesn't let you parry, but you've got to parry twice. When it slows down like that, you've got to parry, press triangle, triangle. He's going to try to see parry, and then it just has you parry again. See? Just whenever you get a little slowdown like that and you're not, the game's not letting you hit, just press triangle and parry him. Take that bitch down. Take care.